DJ.
This is the national anthem of Argentina, the national anthem. The national anthem of Argentina.
Tusimame wote tafadhali. Tusimame wote.
Let's all be upstanding. Let's all be upstanding for the national anthem of Argentina and the Republic of Kenya as well. Kindly, if you're sitting down, that is total disrespect to the two sovereignties. My DJ, the national anthem of Argentina.
Tunyamaze tena wote.
All right, now ladies and gentlemen, please maintain your silence. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the Republic of Kenya. The national anthem of the Republic of Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Sasa tunapatiana kwa representative wa WBF. Asante neno moja kupatiana na kumalizana na waziri. Tafadhali bwana Dipo. Thank you very much. I'd like everybody for this great world title fight, the first in Africa for the women. Welcome everybody. This is gonna be a great fight. I thank all the sponsors. I thank everybody. May the best boxer win. Thank you very much. Asante sana. Aya Mama County.
Hello. Kwanza nataka kusema hoi. Nataka kusema congratulations to Kenya Boxing Federation, now all the partners na the sponsors, Nairobi County, na waletea salams kutoka governor Johnson Sakaja, na tunasema asante, ambapo naomba minister wa sports, minister wa health Susan, minister of tourism, wote wamesema wamesimama na Kenya na wataangalia kulingana na sports zote. Mimi kama mama county ninasimama na Achieng, tunamwombea heri, tunataka hii mshipi ibaki hapa Kenya na tuwe spectators wazuri. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Let the fight game.
Thank you mama. Tunamalizia na waziri, amefanya kazi kubwa sana, kama sio yeye mambo ingekuwa mbaya hapa Kenya leo. Karibu sana waziri.
Nachukua hii fursa kuwashukuru wote siku ya leo. Niko hapa kwa ajili ya gavana wetu ambaye tunampenda. Gavana anapenda sports, anapenda boxing, na siku ya leo Governor amepanga watu vizuri sana. Achieng akimaliza kupigana ataenda nyumbani akiwa vizuri, akiwa na pesa mfukoni akitoka hapa siku ya leo. Soledad pia governor amenituma hapa, tunampanga akirudi Argentina atakuwa na pesa mfukoni. Wapi makofi ya Governor Sakaja? Wapi makofi ya Governor Sakaja? Makofi ya Sakaja! Makofi ya Sakaja! Kwa niaba ya Nairobi, kwa niaba ya wenzangu, tunawapenda sana. Tunataka kuambia Achieng, piga na ngumi yenye ligunga. Mtoto wenyewe aende chini. We wish you all the best and we love you. Asante sana.
Haya, makofi kwa waziri tafadhali, makofi sana. Sasa fungua sava ya boxing. Argentina aende kwao akilia. Mungu atakubariki. Asante sana. Tuendelee mbele. Asante. Referee, kazi kwako. Watoto wetu wa Kofume, kazi kwako.
Asante sana. Wase Wakenya Wakenya Achieng, beautiful. All right, silence as I read this. Silence as I read this. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight's World Title Championship, Ladies Super Lightweight, title bout is sanctioned by the World Boxing Foundation and is scheduled for 10 rounds, 2 minutes each. Your judges at ringside for this championship contest are Linat Onam, Asman, and of course, Mohammed Rashid. The referee in charge of the action is Jao. The KPBC supervisor is Julius Odhiambo. The official timekeeper is Ruben Odipo. And of course, the doctor at the ringside is Dr. Abdallah. And the WBF supervisor for this championship contest is George Odipo. So ladies and gentlemen,
I am only one on the ring. When I say stop, break the box, you're supposed to listen. Secondly, defend yourself all the time. Be careful about your opponent. Wish all the best, touchy gloves.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fight begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fight that was to be held earlier in February this year is now underway. A year turned into months, months turned into days, and days turned into hours, and now we're right here. And the bout between Kenya's very own Sarah Achieng and Edith Soledad has begun. Sarah Achieng launching a series of punches against Soledad. Ali Hassan Kaulenyi, the fight is here.
Mtazamaji wa TV47, hakuna kusubiri tena. Sarah Achieng ameanza kwa kasi sana. Ukiona dhidi ya Soledad Argentina, tunazungumzia Sarah Achieng ana historia nzuri sana katika malimwengu haya masumbwi. Wote pia ukiangalia kiumri wamefanya kukaribiana. Soledad amejigamba ilitaja na nipeleka kule Rafaela Argentina. Sarah amesema linabaki hapa nyumbani, hakuna tena kuandikia mate, na wameanza vizuri.
The head punch put on Soledad by Sarah Achieng is nothing short of entertaining. It shows you the motivation that Sarah Achieng has to win this game. Now Soledad is responding through a series of body shots against Sarah Achieng. But but Achieng being very vehement to go ahead and try to attack as much as she can because she does not want to lose this match on her home turf, and that is why she's going as hard as she can.
Siku ya historia kubwa sana leo hii. Angalia, amempa konde zuri lile amempa. Sarah Achieng anashangiliwa kweli. Ananikumbusha zama zake za rika hapa Nairobi, zama zake kwenye skina Achieng, na usisahau kwamba Achieng pia kafunzwa na Onana ambaye ni kocha wa huyu Sarah Achieng. Wanamuita Priest mwenyewe. Priest
Onalo. Kumbuka, you talked about the age of both of these boxers, and that bell is the sound of the end of round 1. We're about to get to round 2. Ali Hassan Kaulen, you talked about the age. Sarah Achieng being of 30 years of age, and Edith Soledad being 42 years of age. But you look at their records, Sarah Achieng has won 15 games, lost only 2 games, and drawn none of her games. Then you look at Soledad, she's won about 16 of her games. So it is a matter of experience against hard work and talent right here.
Wana wasumbi wote ukiangalia umri unakwenda, hii ndio nafasi ya kujitangaza. Ama hasira sana Sarah Achieng, pigano lake ambalo linafanyika mwezi Februari, na rais wa Kenya Professional Boxing Council Ruben Bono akamwambia kwamba dhihirisha leo ni kwa nini wana maswali mbalimbali wamekuwa wakikukwepa. Umri wake ni kama unakwenda, wajua ukishapita miaka 35 na umri unakwenda, na leo ndio siku kubwa sana. Tunashuhudia pigano la kupendeza, bado round 9.
Round 2 has just begun, and like Ali Hassan Kaulen has put it across, we're yet to see the end of 9 rounds in this main bout, and it has started on high energy. Sarah Achieng issuing a punch to Edith Soledad right there. They locked up in an entanglement, and the match official has to untangle that situation right there.
Anaitwa Sarah Achieng Ndisi. Mapigano 17 kabla hapa, akipoteza 2 pekee. Na akishinda 15 na 8 ameshinda knockout. Tayari tuko kwenye raundi ya pili. Hili ni pigano
a series of uppercuts, in as much as they entangled uppercuts from Sarah Achieng, who's absolutely furious. She's really going for that victory. She wants to end this match by the end of the 3rd round, because you look at how furious she is. You look at her face, she has that mean look on her face, and she's going for the win.
Sarah Achieng anashangiliwa nyumbani hapa. Mpe
body shots right there.
Sana sana anatumia mkono wa kushoto kurusha makonde na mkono wa kulia kujikinga.
Quite a good strategy if you ask me, because she's not really, taking any of the punch.
Kujua nani ni nani. Ni mapema mno naweza nikasema.
True. Because we've seen a number of boxing matches here, from the curtain raiser matches, and we saw some of the boxers starting with so much energy, more like what we're seeing Sarah Achieng doing right now. She started with so much energy. She's actually the one who's, in our opinion, she's the one who's dominated the first and the second round. But is she going to maintain the same momentum? Are we going to see her going all the way to the 10th round? Ali Hassan Kaulen.
Muhimu sana. Tunazungumzia bingwa wa mashindano ya Jumuiya ya Madola Commonwealth. Tunazungumzia bingwa wa Universal Boxing Organization UBO champion Sarah Achieng. Raundi ya 3 imeanza. Soledad World Boxing Association 2013 mpaka 16, World Boxing Council 2015 mpaka 16, wote ni mibabe.
Absolutely. And the one thing that many fans do not know is that Soledad is the sister to the former world champion Lucas Matisse. So she has a lot of experience from the family, because she's the sister of the former world champion, that is Lucas Matisse. That is why you're seeing so much experience coming out of Soledad. But Sarah Achieng has missed that uppercut.
I saw it.
If it could have gotten to the face of Soledad, end of the world, that would have been a knockout.
Yeah. Na nafikiri ndio mbinu ambayo kwamba Sarah ametumia. Unakumbuka nilikueleza kwenye raundi ya pili anapotumia mkono wa kushoto kurusha konde na mkono wa kulia kujikinga.
Soledad has just taken Sarah Achieng a bit off footing, and she's floored Sarah Achieng. But Achieng seems like she's very strong, and she's going on with the fight undeterred and going for that victory still.
This 3rd round is going to be very crucial, Dennis. Very crucial, this 3rd round. very crucial. Soledad is performing well in this third round.
Absolutely. An entanglement that had to be broken apart by the match official to restore the fairness in the fight.
Alianza vizuri Sara, lakini naona Soledad sasa ameanza kupata nguvu. Anaanza kumzidia, unaona makonde yale. Na pia yeye anatumia vizuri mkono wa kushoto.
There are the uppercuts. You've seen the uppercut punches from Sarah Achieng, and the match official still has to break that up.
Soledad pia kidogo.
She seems like she's very strategic. She's more like reserving the energy, more like what we've seen in the cut and razor matches. Some of the boxers looking to reserve their energy and unleashing their full power in the latter stages of the fight.
Unaona ni kwa nini Soledad mapigano 15 ameshinda na kupoteza 12 na kwenda draw moja. Uzoefu alionao, tajriba alionayo, the genes are in the family. Sana sana the third round. Amefanya vizuri sana.
Absolutely. Now she's getting the instructions.
All the way Soledad.
Secondas out of the ring. Round number 4.
Tunaingia raundi ya 4. Mashabiki wameshindwa kukalia viti. Wote wamesimama. Nimemwona mama wa kaunti Pasaris amejizuia.
And it's actually, interesting to see Nairobi women representative Esther Pasaris, who's really trying to mimic some of the punches that are being thrown. You can actually see herself being quite animated because of the intense action that is on the ring.
Hii imekuwa raundi ya Sara hii.
She's actually unleashing her full power in this fourth round. Just in the fourth round, and the series of punches you've seen are absolutely no joke from Sarah Achieng, who's going for nothing short of a victory. Remember, she said she would want to knock out Edith Soledad on her home soil.
Tunazungumzia raundi ya 4. Waandalizi wa mashindano haya Box Girl pamoja na mapromota kina Ziz na mtazamaji wa TV47, msikilizaji wa Radio 47 Cape Media kwa ujumla, hii ni full entertainment, full enjoy. Sana raundi hii ya 4 imekuwa ya Sara.
And you can see Sarah Achieng with the uppercut again, Hassan Kauleni. In as much as Soledad is trying to block the punches, she cannot block the uppercut because Sarah Achieng is very, very fast and very tactical about how she's approaching her attacks.
Sarah Achieng alisema hamjui sana Soledad, ila amemtazama kwenye YouTube na akasema kwamba Soledad ana kasi sana na namna anavyotumia mkono wake wa kushoto. Sarah ameifanyia kazi hiyo.
This is quite an entertaining fight between Sarah Achieng, Kenya's very own, also known as the Angel of War. And we know where the nickname came from because we've just seen the war that she's unleashed against Edith Soledad. She is still ongoing and going on with the punches despite being entangled. And the end of round 4 as we await round 5.
Kocha wa Argentina hana raha. Kocha wa Argentina ameingia ndani. Anasema kwamba Soledad amepigwa ngumi za kisogoni kinyume cha sheria, na referee amemweleza kilichofanyika, na amepandwa na mihemko, amepandwa na mori. Sijui watamchukulia hatua gani. Hii inakuonesha ni kwa namna gani Sarah Achieng amemzidia Soledad kwenye raundi ya 4.
Absolutely. Well,
out of the ring.
We do expect sanctions to be issued against the fight of Edith Soledad for going against the match officials, and now we can see the match official explaining to the team of Edith Soledad what exactly transpired, and it was not an unfair call at all.
Na nilikueleza kuhusu marefari wa masumbwi, pia nao ni wakali wamezichapa. Unaweza ukaona wanavyoingilia kati, anavyozungumzia zile sheria. Raundi ya 5 hii.
Absolutely.
Na raundi kwa jumla ni 10.
Kwa jumla ni 10. And you said it's 2 minutes each for every round.
Sarah Achieng naona hii raundi ya 5 pia ni yake. Waona mashabiki wanavyomsukuma Sarah Achieng, anakuwa mnyama tofauti sana. Linanikumbusha pigano lake la mwisho alilolichapa hapa dhidi ya Mzimbabwe. Cheza the Tiger.
Kweli.
The Queen Tiger na akamrarua. Pigano la raundi 8. Hivi ndivyo anavyozichapa dhidi ya Cheza.
I've actually noted what you said about Sarah Achieng using her right hand to block and to defend, and her left arm is now the real armor, and that is what she's using to destroy Edith Soledad.
Ananikumbusha zama zake Muhammad Ali. Sarah Achieng anatumia mkono wa kushoto, ile wanasema sting like a bee.
Absolutely.
Very powerful left hand.
So we're still in the 5th round of this boxing bout. Remember, the title that is being fought for right now is the World Boxing Federation Super Lightweight title. You've seen the belt being presented by some of the officials who are within the vicinity. One of them is the Nairobi County Women representative, that is Esther Passaris. We also have the Nairobi County Sports CC, Brian Mulama, and the Kenya Boxing, or rather Kenya Boxing President, that is Ruben Ndolo.
Nakumbuka wakati wa uzinduzi wa hili pigano pale katika hoteli ya Pan-Africa, World Boxing Foundation wakitoa huu mshipi mkanda, walisema huu ni mkanda ambao kwamba tutaona pigano la kuvutia, na kweli tumeliona. Raundi 5 zimekwenda kama mchezo.
Kweli kabisa. That's absolutely true. Both of the boxers seem like they're very strong up to now.
Yeah, I've seen Soledad after the 5th round. She's like celebrating kwamba the round was hers.
Exactly. And it's more like it's going to the strategy of Edith Soledad, and right now they're getting the instructions from the coaches. And we are now just about to get into the 6th round. But so far, so good. It has been absolutely
Round number 6.
Na nimeona hata referee wa mchezo, angalia anavyochukua na masumbwi. Referee mzoefu kwa kweli, unaona lugha ishara. Na nimeona hata one of the boxers, referees amekuja kuzungumza na DJ, anaambia zima muziki. Hapa ni vitani.
Exactly. Remember, this is round 6 that has just started with a series of punches from both boxers who seem like it is a balanced match. There is no mismatch here. Sarah Achieng going very hard against Edith Soledad, but Soledad trying to make sure that she makes a comeback. A series of punches coming from Sarah Achieng, who's trying to go for a knockout against Edith Soledad. We're in the 6th round, and each and every round goes for about 2 minutes, and all the rounds are going to culminate in the 10th round. So far, Sarah Achieng has, or rather is deemed to have been dominating the match against Edith Soledad.
Those are like 3 punches. Raundi ya kwanza ilikuwa vigumu kubashiri, lakini ya pili alifanya vizuri sana. Soledad, ya 3 Sarah ya pili, ya 4 ile unakumbuka. Ile ya 3 Soledad alipiga vizuri, nusura kumwangusha chini Sarah Achieng. Lakini raundi ya 4 Sarah Achieng alipiga vizuri sana. Hata referee kocha wa Soledad akapandwa na hasira akaingia kwenye ring. Lakini raundi ya 5 naweza nikasema Sarah Achieng pia naona alimzidia Soledad.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing about this boxing match is more about the strategy of how they attack and how they defend. And you see, at some point you might think Sarah Achieng is tired, but then again you see her regaining the energy. So it's more like a strategy, and they do know exactly what they're doing to push them all the way to the 10th round.
Alipigana vizuri raundi ya 4, unakumbuka Sarah Achieng, na raundi ya 5 Soledad akajibu, ni kama hata alikuwa anashangilia ameshinda. Na kama ulivyosema, nafikiri hii raundi ya 6 mpaka sasa naweza nikasema vigumu. Naweza nikaona vigumu kujua nani amemzidia mwingine. Ni vigumu kujua hasa raundi ya kwanza na ya 6 wamezidiana.
What a match you are witnessing right here at the Nairobi Charter Hall in City Hall, Nairobi. We've just seen the culmination of the 6th round, which seems like it was evenly poised. Both Edith Soledad and Sarah Achieng, issuing punches against their opponents, and the match is evenly poised so far.
Nimegundua pia kitu kingine, kocha huyu wa Soledad ana mihemko sana, ananikumbusha baadhi ya makocha wa kabumbu kama kina Guardiola kwenye touchline. Namlinganisha na kocha wa Sarah Achieng, Onalo Priest. Anakaa mtulivu sana, na tunaona pia makocha kama hao hata katika kabumbu kama vile kina Eric Ten Hag. Kwa hiyo leo tunaona vita vikali sana, sio tu kwa Sarah na Soledad, lakini pia hata makocha wao.
Hata makocha, because you can see the coach out of the ring, Edith Soledad, being very animated, trying to show Soledad where she's going wrong and how she can better, some of the punches that she's giving out and issuing to Sarah Achieng.
Raundi ya 7 inang'oa nanga. Tumebakiza raundi 3.
Oh, that is Sarah Achieng receiving a punch and also replying with an attack.
Immediately.
Then the series of punches against Edith Soledad.
So far so good for Sarah.
So far so good for Sarah. Body shots, head shots, and uppercuts. Like we stated, these are what are going to give her the points that she deserves.
Mchezo wa masumbu bwana.
Mchezo wa masumbu ya bwana.
Unaweza ukajionea.
An entertaining box.
Tunaona kina Zarika, kina Conjestina, kina Leila Ali.
True.
Leo ni Sarah na Soledad.
Absolutely.
Raundi 10 za kupendeza.
And that is what I was talking about. When the match official does not break off the entanglement, you are allowed to, punch your opponent until the match official comes in. So if you're not careful, you might actually be knocked out from that situation.
A very tight bout.
A very, very tight bout. It is actually very difficult to predict what might happen in the next few minutes. I don't know whether to expect a knockout or whether they'll go all the way to the 10th round.
I pity for the judges.
They are going to have a very difficult time here.
Soledad amemaliza vizuri sana hiyo raundi. Hasa kabla ya kengele uliona alirusha masumbi na hiyo kengele pia ikafanya kumchanganya Sarah, akawa ametulia na Soledad akarusha makonde. Anasubiri kujua majaji watasemaje makonde ambayo yanarushwa baada ya kengele.
Absolutely true. And one thing I noticed about Sarah Achieng when the end of the 7th round came about is that she got a bit distracted by some of the fans who were supporting her. It's almost as if she looked to the side, and once again when she gained her focus, she was taking in the punches from Edith Soledad. So it's quite important for the boxers to remain focused throughout and not focus on what is happening outside the ring.
True. Na nimegundua pia Wakenya wengi wamezunguka Sarah Achieng eneo lile lake, wana dance, wanamsajisha kweli. Na nafikiri hii raundi ya ngapi? Kuingia 9.
We're getting in the 8th round.
Very crucial.
Only 2 rounds remaining. Both of the boxers look like they're still very energetic. Ali Hassan Kaulenyi, like you said, it's going to be a very difficult moment for the judges to decide who has won this match because it's evenly poised. Both of them are throwing in punches left, right and center, coming in quick and fast.
Manake Sarah Achieng alipokuwa anazungumza kabla ile pigano, wengi wa mashabiki nilozungumza nao walikuwa wananiambia Hassan kwamba ile pigano litamalizika kwenye knockout. Lakini angalia Soledad siku kidogo amemsukuma mpaka hii raundi ya 8.
in my honest opinion, looking at the combination of attacks being given out by Sarah Achieng to Edith Soledad, it seems like Sarah Achieng has more control over the fight because she has a number of combinations that actually land to Edith Soledad.
True. Andre, ukitoa ile raundi ya tatu ambapo alimrushia Sarah konde akaonekana kusuasua kidogo, baada hapo nafikiri Sarah Achieng has been very steady.
Absolutely. And it's more like she's inviting Edith Soledad to attack. She's receiving one punch but giving out 10 punches in quick succession. And that is, what I've picked from the strategy of Sarah Achieng.
And boxing is a very funny game.
Yeah.
You'll see how judges will come around with the pounds. At the end of round 4, at the end of round 6, I think, and 5, you saw Soledad was like celebrating, after those rounds.
Yeah.
But Sarah Achieng was calm, composed, and connected.
It is all psychological because remember, boxing is a game of intimidation. And when you walk away from the end of a round celebrating, you're trying to intimidate your opponent. But Sarah Achieng is not paying attention to all of that. She's still remaining very focused. You see, like I was talking, she allows a punch and releases 10 more punches. The end,
you saw Soledad?
The end of the
punching in the air.
Exactly. This is the end of the 8th round. We're about to get into the 9th round. But the strategy of Edith Soledad to intimidate Sarah Achieng by celebrating at the end of each round.
It's a tactic.
It is a tactic. But I don't think Sarah Achieng is paying attention to any of that. So far, so good. The match has lived up to its billing.
Yeah.
The fight has absolutely entertained fans who have gathered at the Nairobi Charter Hall. It seems like the roof of this specific hall will be blown off by the cheers and jeers from the fans who have gathered right here.
Depending on the results, if it's gonna be cheers or jeers.
Absolutely.
Referee mpaka anakunywa maji.
Itabidi. It's absolutely heated over here.
Secondas out of the ring.
Unaona ni kwa nini featherweight world champion aliwahi kupewa huyu Soledad na amedhihirisha. Wajua kitambo alikuwa anasema baadhi ya wana makundu unaletewa mtu feki anapigwa raundi ya kwanza. Hili limekuwa pigano na nusu. Really enjoyed it.
True. Now we're getting into the 9th round. And there you have it. Still both of the boxers sizing each other up before they launch the punches. And you've seen Soledad trying to launch a punch, which, however, failed to land on Edith Soledad, still sizing each other up.
Mbali na kumfunza Conjestina Achieng, amemfunza pia Diego akaenda mashindano Olimpiki. Sarah Achieng huyu tumemwona pia mashindano ya Jumuiya ya Madola, Commonwealth Games. Coach Cristo Onalo anafanya kazi nzuri.
And there's another thing I've actually noticed from Sarah Achieng, and it is the movement of her feet. She knows how to position herself. Look at how she's ducking the attacks. She knows how to miss. This is a very skillful boxer.
You see, like that one there?
Absolutely.
Na inategemea unatumiaje mguu wako na mkono. Manake anaporusha akitumia mkono wake wa kulia na mguu wake wa kushoto na uweka nyuma. Inampa stability.
There is a punch that landed on the face of Edith Soledad, but she looked at Sarah Achieng as if to tell her, I did not feel the pain or the weight of your punch. Still the intimidation tactics, but it depends on who remains focused and not going on their own ring antics like the opponents.
Agree. Soledad pale amefanya vizuri sana kujikinga. Sarah amerusha makonde mazito sana. Na anachokifanya nafikiri baada ya round ya 9 kama itamalizika, atakachofanya Sarah Achieng ni kuzuia asirushiwe makonde zaidi. Kocha wa Soledad amekasirika sana Soledad. Anasema hiyo ilikuwa nafasi nzuri sana kummaliza Sarah Achieng, kupiga makonde na kumwangusha chini. Amepoteza nafasi.
Absolutely. What an fighting for the World Boxing Federation Super Lightweight title. The end of round 9 has come to a conclusion and it's been sounded by that bell with the match officials.
Na umegundua hiyo raundi ya 9 kilichofanyika ni kwamba Sarah Achieng was very defensive. Alikuwa anajikinga sana na Soledad was very attacking. Alikuwa anamfuata sana. Hiyo ni mbinu nzuri unaweza ukaitumia Soledad alivyofanya, lakini shida ni moja. Sarah being in a very defensive mood, kama atapiga counter moja inaweza ikaleta madhara.
Absolutely, but then again I'm thinking Sarah Achieng has seen we're just getting to the end of the fight and it seems like she's dominating very defensive because she knows so far she's the one who's
out of the ring.
Dominating
last round,
most of the rounds.
Round number 10.
mpaka sasa raundi ya 10. Pigano gumu sana, ingawa nahisi kwamba Sara mpaka sasa amemzidia alama chache sana Soledad. Ukiniuliza.
Absolutely true. There we go, the beginning of the 10th round. Both boxers sizing each other up before they land the punches. Sarah Achieng trying to tease Edith Soledad before she lands 2 punches onto her face, and more headshots from Sarah Achieng to Edith Soledad, and it has become absolutely heated by Sarah Achieng, who's not relenting and going for a victory when she comes up against Edith Soledad. They're caught up in an entanglement that has to be broken by the match official. We are in the 10th round of this boxing match.
Na hii ni raundi muhimu sana. Unaona Sarah Achieng alichotoka kufanya, labda apige moja knockout.
Yeah. Judging by how this is going, I don't anticipate a knockout here. It is going to go down to the unanimous decision of the judges, because both boxers seem very, very energetic so far. No one seems like they're going down easy. She's actually ending a draw. And, Ali Hassan Kaulenyi, you talked about the coach of Edith Soledad. You can see him on the side of the ring, being very animated.
Yeah. The guy wants to get into the ring.
Exactly, but what Alfred, the priest Anolo, says is that, he did most of the work during their training, and he does not need to micromanage the game.
Soledad alitoka kumaliza Sara.
Yeah.
Lakini Sara naye akapandwa na hasira.
The boxers that you're seeing right now is Sarah Achieng and Edith Soledad. The bout has just come to a close. Remember, it is the World Boxing Federation Super Lightweight title bout, where both of the boxers are going for the belt of that specific bout. It has come to an end, and both boxers actually embrace after the fight. After coming up against each other, they still embrace after the fight.
It was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
It's what we call friendly fire.
Friendly fire. Now it goes down to the judges. Let's see who's going to win this big fight that we just witnessed at the Nairobi Charter Hall, that is full of fans who are supporting Sarah Achieng, Kenya's very own Angel of War.
And the waiting goes on.
The waiting absolutely goes on. The matches,
hata baadhi ya mashabiki ukiona ambao wako kumbini, yani wanakubali kwamba Soledad amezirusha pia naye. Si kwamba eti wanajiona wana wasiwasi kuhusiana na pigano.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, I can see a number of fans who've actually made their way to the Nairobi County Women Representative, trying to have a word with her. And it is a situation that is being put under control by the security officers who are within the vicinity, and they're trying to, remove some of the supporters of the boxing match away from the Nairobi County Women Representative. That is Esther Passaris. There's something about boxing that, pumps your adrenaline, and that is why you see some of the fans being very animated. But the situation has been contained very well by the security officials and the security officers who are in this specific vicinity. Of course, Ali Hassan Kaulenyi, like I was saying, something about boxing that pumps your adrenaline and makes you very, active. And you want to, you just want to be active in everything that you're doing.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree. And I just feel, had it been maybe a very neutral ground, mambo yangekuwa tofauti, lakini atakayeshinda na ashinde. Wote wanastahili kushinda pigano la leo. Kama alivyosema waziri Brian Mulama, wote hawataondoka mkono mtupu. Sasa ni kuomba, kutia dua, kila mmoja anasubiri majaji watasema nini.
Edith Soledad is, expressing her gratitude to the Kenyan fans who turned out here.
And she asked Kenyan fans to turn out.
She did, and the fans actually heeded unto her word. And she's just gone around the ring, thanking the fans and saying, thank you for turning up. This has been a good bout. So let's wait and see what the judges are going to decide. We're here to hear from the MC, that is Dr. Ofweneke. Remember, we are live on TV47 as well as Radio 47, that is 103.0 Radio 47.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen,
The MC is also dumbfounded.
we are now officially waiting for the results.
So let's get to hear from the MC, that is Dr. Fweneke, who's going to be giving us the results from the match officials as well as the judges.
We're waiting for the official completion, of course, of the results. Yeah. Zobu zobu embae. The two champions who are here, then the CEC Health, and of course Tony, join me in the ring. The CEC Health, Tony, the two other champions as well, join us here. The Emperor, the Conqueror, the Champion, the Lion is here. Zobu zobu imbae. Hey, onadike ae. Watu wa YouTube, amwezi pita hapo.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your support. And now it has come for the decision-making time. It was a great fight. And our judges scored the fight like this. Judge number 1, 97-93 to Sarah Achieng. Judge number 2, 97-92 Sarah. Judge number 3, 98-92 Sarah. So the winner by unanimous decision and the new World Boxing Federation champion, Sarah Achieng.
The Emperor, the Conqueror, the Champion, the Lion is here.
Boost.com.
Sobo sobo